An emotional day for family and soldiers who paid their respects to those killed in last week's shooting rampage at Fort Hood in Texas. President Obama also traveled to Texas, carrying the grief and appreciation of a nation for the group of fallen American heroes. Jay Gray has more on today's service.
Searching for grace and comfort, they gather. Thousands, some dressed in red, white, and blue, most in army green, all struggling to deal with what happened here.
It's a day for us to just honor the fallen as fellow soldiers, one big family.
When something drastic like that happens, it affects everybody.
President Obama met with families of the fallen and some of the wounded before stepping to the podium for the first time in his young presidency as consoler-in-chief.
Here at Fort Hood, we pay tribute to 13 men and women who were not able to escape the horror of war, even in the comfort of home. Their memory will be honored in the places they lived and by the people they touched. Their life's work is our security and the freedom that we all too often take for granted.
As this grieving community searches for answers, so do investigators, examining Major Nidal Hasan's religious views and whether he may have been influenced by Muslim extremists who encouraged violence against American troops. Authorities are also asking questions about a presentation the alleged gunman made to senior officers 2 years ago, discussing Islam, suicide bombers, and the threats posed by Muslim soldiers conflicted about fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan.
I think there's a real examination inside the intelligence community and the Army about whether any opportunity was lost to identify Hasan as a potential problem.
Major Caravejo.
But the more immediate problem for so many here,
Staff Sergeant DeCrow,
is how to deal with their overwhelming loss.
That was Jay Gray reporting. Hasan is still in critical condition and has refused requests from Army investigators hoping to question him. But he did meet with his military and civilian attorneys.